Eddie Hearn says nobody's clamoring for Spence versus Crawford Part 2. Oh, the hypocrisy. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. So, in an interview with the Zone Boxing Show, Eddie Hearn spoke on a fight with Errol Spence, Terence Crawford Part 2. He says, I do think Errol Spence will be stronger at 154. He's been at 147 a long time, but I still think Terence Crawford is the big favorite in that fight. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in regards to a rematch clause. He goes on to say the fight with Spence and Crawford Part 2, I don't think it's a fight people are clamoring for, but obviously Errol is holding his ground now. It's one of those things you're going to have to find something else for Errol Spence if you want him to get off the pan for a rematch. I don't see anyone that would pick Errol Spence to beat Crawford at 47-54. It doesn't matter. So this is very hypocritical from Eddie Hearn to talk about nobody's clamoring for a rematch, because Eddie Hearn is like the king of rematch clauses. When Anthony Joshua lost convincingly to a late replacement, a 5-week replacement, Andy Ruiz, nobody was clamoring for a rematch in that fight. Nobody was like, oh, I need to see more. Everyone seen Andy Ruiz get up from the punch that hurt him and go on to punish Anthony Joshua, right? But yet and still there's a rematch clause. So I don't really understand this narrative from people. People keep saying, oh, like Paulie Malignaggi, Eddie Hearn, a bunch of old media people. They're saying that, oh, nobody wants to see a rematch with Spence Crawford. This is standard boxing practice. If there's a rematch clause, it doesn't matter what you want to see. You have no choice but to see it. It's a legally binding contract. So people making this into like a big deal that we're going to have to get a rematch. And furthermore, I've said this in a past video, Terence Crawford, when he was at the end of his Top Rank deal and when he went with BOK Prime, he literally fought one time a year for the last several years. So you should just be happy if he rematches. They're saying he could rematch Errol Spence by December. So you should be happy because literally you've only been able to see Terence Crawford fight one time a year for the last several years. So if he fights Errol Spence at the end of this year, which is what people are saying, then you'll get him 2 times in a year. So a rematch clause is standard practice, I guess you could say, for big fights like this. It's really a non-issue. So I don't see all these people weighing in with their opinion of who wants to see it and who's clamoring for it. I mean, get over it. There's a lot of rematch clauses that, like Dillian White versus Alexander Povetkin. Eddie Hearn didn't complain about that rematch, and we seen Dillian White get knocked out. Why do we have to see a rematch for that? Or like I said, Joshua Usyk or Joshua Ruiz. We got definitive answers in those fights. But per rematch clauses, we had to run it back. So it's no different. Give Errol Spence his opportunity. He challenged his 3 belts against Crawford's 1. So I think he's owed that. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Best in the business.
Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.